Do. Oh, hi friends. Hi. I took Ms.Mena's coffee and I'm drinking some of her coffee cause I love coffee. It makes me go zoomies like this. Zoom, 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 zoom. Mr.Quackas. Oh, hide friends. Put the coffee away. Hide the coffee. Mr.Quackas.
Have you seen my coffee? Oh, I'm so tired. Where'd my coffee go?
I don't know what coffee you're talking about.
Mr.Quackas, why do you smell like you were drinking coffee?
I wasn't, I swear I wasn't. Ms.Mena, look, it's our friends.
Oh, hi friends! How are you guys today? We're in a new location. I hope you guys like it. There's some cool lights behind us and some cool art. So, Mr.Quackas, can you tell our friends what we're doing today?
Oh, guys, we're gonna be doggies today, and we're gonna play like doggies, and we're gonna read a book about doggies, and do we have a song about doggies, Ms.Mena?
I think we've got like a few songs about doggies, and maybe one about a lion, because, you know, we love that lion song, right, Mr.Quackas?
Yeah, we do. You guys ready for our warm-up? Let's go get our warm-up on. Okay, hit it, Ms.Mena.
All right. Take your hands, reach up to the sky as high as you can. Reach. And go down. And reach one hand as high as you can to the sky. Reach. And go down. And reach as high as you can. And reach. And go down. And just like SpongeBob, we're going to go around town. Go around town. Go around town. The other way. Go around town. Go around town. All right, we're gonna crouch down as small as we can, and when I count down from 3, we're gonna jump up as high as we can. Ready? 3, 2, 1, jump. Good. Ready? 3, 2, 1, jump. One more. And 3, 2, 1, jump. Very good. All right, we're gonna make our legs into a nice V. Reach down. Touch the ground if you can. If you can't, try and reach as far as you can. Walk on over to your ankle. Walk on over to your other ankle. Come back up, and we're gonna reach to one side, like you're saying hey to your friend over there, your friend. Then reach the other side. Go back to the other side. Whoa, like you're being tugged. And the other side. Whoa. And we're going to do lion face, lemon face. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Lion face. Lemon face. And lion face. And lemon face. Get last time, lion face. And lemon face. Good job, guys. All right. So, we're gonna do one of our favorite songs. I know that it doesn't really fit with the theme, but I love this song, right, Mr.Quackas?
I love this song too.
All right. Ready? Let's get our marching feet on.
We're
Going on a lion hunt.
I've got my binoculars.
I've got my binoculars.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared.
Ooh, look at that tall, wavy grass. It's so
Uh-oh.
We can't go over it.
We can't go over it.
We can't go under it.
We can't go under it.
We're just gonna have to go through it.
We're gonna have to go through it.
Through it. Ready?
We're going on a lion hunt.
We're going on a lion hunt.
I've got my binoculars.
I've got my binoculars.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared.
Uh-oh, there's a big river.
Oh, it's Big River.
Can't go over it.
We can't go over it.
We can't go under it.
Oh, we can't go under it.
We're just gonna have to swim it.
I hope it's not too chilly.
Ready?
Splash, splash, splash. We're going on a lion hunt.
We're going on a lion hunt.
I've got my binoculars.
I've got my binoculars.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared either.
Ooh, look at all that mud.
So muddy.
can't go over it.
We can't go over it.
We can't go under it.
We can't go under it.
We're just gonna have to go through it.
If I have to.
Squish, 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 squish. We're going on the lion hunt.
We're going on a lion hunt.
I got my binoculars.
I got my binoculars.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared.
Uh-oh. What's that?
It's a cave.
We can't go over it.
We can't go over it.
We can't go under it.
We can't go under it.
We're just gonna have to go into it.
Are you sure?
Step,
Step, step.
we're going on a lion hunt.
We're going on a lion hunt.
Oh, I've got my binoculars.
I've got my binoculars too.
I'm not scared.
I'm not
Scared?
Are you guys scared?
Sure is dark in here.
What's that in the corner?
I feel two big ears.
I feel two big ears.
Feel one wet nose.
I feel one wet nose.
Feel two sharp teeth.
I know what that is.
What?
It's a lion.
It's a lion! Oh no! One! Friends! One! Step to the cave! Step!
Okay, quickly, back through the mud.
Get the mud! Squish!
Okay, let's cross the river.
We gotta go over the river!
Splash! Quick, through the tall grass. Swish! Through the yard.
Go inside!
In the house.
Go inside!
We're safe.
That was a close one.
Oh,
Let's not go lion hunting anymore.
That was really close. Oh no, friends. I don't want to go on a lion hunt again. That's a lot. It's a lot scary. You're right. All right. Our next song is really silly. I hope you guys like it. It's a Go Noodle song.
Awesome sauce. Dance, jog, wiggle, or shake. Stellar song.
This song is about doggies.
Doggy high fives. Give the doggy
High five!
Doggy high fives. Give the doggy high five. The dog drove a car. Give your nose a high five. The dog dreamed of beef. Give your thigh a high five. The dog rode a skateboard. Give the air a high
Give the air a high five. Go, Mr.Quackas.
Give your shoe a high
Give the shoe a high. Oh no, not really. Shoe high five.
Give doggy high fives. Doggy high fives. Give the doggy high five. The dog got married. Give your back a high
Give the back a high
five.
five.
The dog had a ginormous tongue. Give the floor a high
Give the floor a high
five.
five.
The dog stared at donut. Give your face a high
Give the
five.
face a high five.
The dog's head was pink. Give the wall a high five.
Give the wall a high five.
Doggy high fives. Give the doggy high fives. Doggy high fives. Give the doggy high five. The dog licked the donkey. Give your eyeball high
Give your eyeball a high five.
The dog wore a sombrero. Give your cat a high
Give
five.
the cat a high five.
Taught math. Give your three a high five.
Give your three a high five.
With a frog. Give anything you want a high five.
High five, Mr.Quackas.
High fives. Give the doggy high fives. Doggy high fives. Give a doggy high five. Doggy high fives. Give the doggy high fives. Doggy high fives. Give the doggy high five.
Give Mr. Quackas high five like this.
You know
Mr. Quackas high five.
high-fiving kitties, dancing cookies, and more. So go to GoNoodle.com.
All right. So, Mr. Quackas, what do we have for our friends today? Oh, it's a book. It's a book. You're right, Mr. Quackas. It's a book. So, this book is an old Disney movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, actually. It's called Lady and the Tramp. All right. This is Lady, and this is Tramp. They both kind of live in the same neighborhood, but they aren't really friends in the beginning of the book. And we're going to talk about some of the themes that are in this book. So I want you guys to pay attention as to like where Tramp comes from. All right, think about where he lives, where he comes from, and think about Lady, where she comes from and where she lives in the story, okay? All right. One snowy Christmas, Darling received a very special gift from her husband. She unwrapped the brightly wrapped box, and out popped a beautiful little puppy. Oh, Jim dear, she's beautiful. I think I'll call her Lady. Lady had found a very happy home with Darling and Jim dear.
Her afternoons were spent playing in the park with Darling, and later she would race Jim Dear home from work. One day, Jim Dear came home with a surprise for Lady. "Here you are, girl, your very own collar and license. Why don't you show them off to Jock and Trusty?" Lady trotted proudly next door to see her neighboring dogs. "Notice anything different, Trusty?" "Why, Miss Lady," drawled the aging bloodhound, "you've got a new collar." Jock the Scotty added, "Aye, and it looks very expensive." So look at their beautiful house that they live in, right? Look at her neighboring dogs. They look all proper and lovely and well taken care of. Later that summer, Lady noticed a change in Jim Dear and Darling. The races home stopped, as did the afternoon walks. Instead, Darling just sat home and knitted. Poor lonely Lady sat outside and wondered why her owners were acting so strangely. What do you think is going on? The answer came a few weeks later. There was a tremendous excitement in the house. Jim Dear happily telephoned his Aunt Sarah. "It's here, and it's a baby boy. I'm a daddy." Lady tiptoed upstairs and peeked carefully into a frilly crib. "Oh, it's the cutest little human I've ever seen. So this is why Jim Dear and Darling were acting so strangely." So her owners, I think they ended up adopting a baby. That's so sweet. Lady rushed outside to tell Jack and Trusty about the beautiful baby. As she talked, a stray dog with no collar or license entered the yard. He sauntered right up to Lady. "Hello, Pigeon. I couldn't help overhearing your conversation, and I think you're all wrong. Why, babies are just cute little bundles of trouble." Jock had heard about this intruder. His name was Tramp, and he always managed to escape the dog catcher's net. Jock didn't like him. "Off with you now, you mongrel." Look at Tramp. He looks like he's just, having fun, walking around, saying hey to the neighbors and stuff. And they're not being so nice to him already, right? It's a little weird. When Jim Dear and Darling left for a weekend, Aunt Sarah came to stay with the baby. And much to Lady's dismay, Aunt Sarah had brought along her 2 Siamese cats. They were troublemakers from the start. One cat headed right for the canary cage, while the other tried to make a meal out of the goldfish. Lady chased after them and spoiled their plans, but not before the cats had made a shambles of the living room. Aunt Sarah came running. "Merciful heavens, look at this mess." The 2 pesky cats pretended to be hurt. "Meow, meow." Aunt Sarah cuddled them. "Did that wicked dog attack you, my innocent little angels? Well, I know how to take care of that ruffian." Look at these troublemakers. Jeez Louise. Aunt Sarah didn't waste a moment. She grabbed Lady and marched her right down to the local pet shop. "Clerk, I want a muzzle, a good strong one." The shopkeeper strapped a heavy muzzle onto Lady's face. It was so tight that she could hardly open her mouth. That's not very nice of her. Lady wiggled out of Aunt Sarah's arms and bolted out of the store in fear. Up one street and down another she fled, trying to escape the horrible muzzle. Soon she found herself lost in a very bad part of town. 3 big dogs spotted Lady, and they gave her a chase, snarling and snapping until they had trapped her in a blind alley. Uh-oh. As the snarling dogs inched closer to Lady, another dog leaped to her rescue. It was Tramp. Single-handedly, he fought the vicious dogs and sent them yelping away. Then he turned to Lady. "Hey, Pitch, what are you doing on this side of the tracks?" I thought you, huh? A muzzle? Aw, poor kid. We've got to get that thing off of you. Come on." So far, we've seen Tramp, and he's being helpful and pretty nice. Tramp led Lady into the zoo. At a pond, they found a beaver struggling to pull a heavy log into the water. "Pardon me, friend. It looks like you need a log puller. I happen to have a handy-dandy one here, modeled by the little lady. Just nip it off and it's yours." The beaver quickly nibbled through a strap, and Lady was free of her hated muzzle. Very, very clever. Come on, Pidge, let's find a place to celebrate. Tramp seemed to be known and welcomed everywhere they went. He had a different place to eat every day of the week. It's Wednesday, Pidge. That means we go to Tony's restaurant. You'll love it. Ooh, what kind of food do you think they're gonna have?
I think it's gonna be French food.
Mr. Quackas. Tony had a plate of bones already, but when he saw that Tramp had bought a lady friend, he served them a delicious dinner of spaghetti and meatballs.
Who likes spaghetti and meatballs? Show me a connection. Love it.
Then Tony took out his accordion and sang a beautiful love song, while Lady and Tramp dined by daylight. Lady marveled at Tramp's carefree life, so different from her own. That looks yummy. My goodness. After the romantic dinner, Lady and Tramp walked through the park to the top of a hill overlooking the city. Look down there, Pigeon. There's a great big world out there with no fence around it, where two dogs like us could find adventure and excitement. It sounds wonderful, Tramp, but who would watch over Jim Deer, Darling, and the baby? You win, Pidge. I guess we're just too different. So it sounds like he likes to hang out in the city and have adventures. And it sounds like Lady likes, being at home with her owners, her family. As he escorted Lady home, Tramp noticed some hens sleeping in a yard. Hey, let's wake up those fat, lazy biddies. But won't we hurt them, Tramp? Nah, we'll just stir them up a bit. It'll be fun. Tramp raced into the yard, barking wildly. Chickens were fluttering and squawking about until the owner rushed outside with his shotgun. There's the signal to get out of here, Pidge. So he's a bit of a prankster, too, having his bit of fun. Uh-oh. Lady tried to keep up with Tramp as he darted around corners and scrambled over fences, but soon she was lost again. Without warning, the city dog catcher pounced on poor Lady and carted her off to the big pound. That Tramp! I never would have guessed he was the type to desert a lady. Uh-oh. Lady had never been so scared and humiliated in all her life. The dingy pound was full of sad, scruffy dogs who stared longingly at her license. They told her that it was her ticket out of there, and they wished they had one too. Aww. Soon Aunt Sarah arrived to take Lady home, but as punishment for running away, she chained her to the doghouse. Poor Lady was feeling lonely and sad when Tramp came trotting into the yard. Hi, Pidge, I heard what happened. I came to tell you how sorry I am. You ran out of me and I took the blame. It was so embarrassing. I never want to see you again. Goodbye. As Tramp hung his head and turned to leave, Lady spied a big ugly rat climbing into the baby's window. She tugged on her chain and desperately called for help. Tramp, hurry! There's a rat in the baby's room. Tramp raced into the hat and up the stairs and burst into the baby's room. The rat was creeping toward the baby's crib. Tramp pounced on the rat and killed it. The noise from Tramp's fight awakened Aunt Sarah. She rushed into the baby room. Oh, you vicious brute! Trying to attack the baby. Aunt Sarah hadn't even seen the rat. She forced Tramp into a closet and locked the door. Now I'll call the dog catcher and have that brute taken away. Jock and Trusty watched as Tramp was locked in the dog catcher's wagon. Well, Trusty, there he goes off to the pound. I was certain he was no good for the moment I first laid eyes on him. Yeah, but I never thought he'd attack a helpless baby. Just then, Jim Deer and Darling returned home. Lady gave a desperate tug and broke her chain. She ran into the house, barking frantically at Jim Deer. Look, Darling, Lady's trying to tell us something. What is it, girl? Lady raced upstairs to the baby's room to show Jim Deer the truth. Oh, my goodness! Darling, come here. What is it, Jim? Oh, a rat! That means that Tramp is actually innocent. He saved the baby, but now he's being taken to the dog pound to be destroyed. When Jock overheard this, he felt ashamed. Trusty, we've misjudged Tramp badly. We've got to rescue him." The two dogs raced after the dog catcher's wagon, barking fiercely. The frightened horses bolted, the wagon overturned, and the door sprang open. Tramp was free. Jim, Dear, and Darling were so grateful to Tramp that they bought him a collar and a license. So now he was a part of the family. The next Christmas, Lady and Tramp celebrated with their own family, 4 adorable puppies. You see that little troublemaker right there? Oh, that's adorable. So remember how I said in the beginning of this story that I want you guys to pay attention to where Lady comes from and where Tramp comes from. They kind of come from 2 different worlds, right? And her friends and even her owners, I think, kind of judged Tramp a little differently because he wasn't like a really well-groomed dog. He just like came from the streets and had his own fun. But he ended up being a pretty cool dog, right? He helped his friend out. I don't know. He kind of comes off as like a really cool, evolving character in our story. So I hope you guys like that story. There is a movie. I haven't seen it in ages, but if you happen to come across it, definitely watch it. It's super cute and all the dogs are adorable. So, Mr.Quackas, I think it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Can we say goodbye to our friends in doggy language?
Oh, okay, I'll do it. Quack, quack.
That's not doggy language, Mr. Quackas. Try again.
Okay. Kitten, meow, meow, meow.
Mr. Quackas.
Oh, woofly woof. Bye, guys.